Sometimes all it takes is a title to make you want to watch a horror. A title that tells you all you need to know about the movie in question. That is exactly the case with Carnage, the Legend of Quiltface, although it is also known as Carnage Road. Not such a great title. The Legend of Quiltface. Doesn't it say campy, low-budget horror that is gloriously entertaining and bloody? Well, Carnage, the Legend of Quiltface is campy and low-budget, but it's not entertaining and it's not bloody. It's a very poor slasher horror that sees 4 photography students hunted by a killer with a human skin for a mask. 4 students have headed into the Nevada desert to take photos for extra credit, and on the way hear about the Legend of Quiltface. Of course, once out in the middle of nowhere, they quickly come across the infamous killer. Will anyone survive the horror in the desert?
So what's your story, genius?
That's easy. It's Quiltface.
Did you say Quiltface? That's gotta be the dumbest name I've ever heard.
What, was his mother a mattress?
Fucking laugh it up. You know, but you know it's true. You little book bastards. Didn't you hear about it? Yeah. Word is that he's born out here in the desert at midnight, and then guess what? He killed his own mama and then fed on the remains. Yeah. Fucking ugliest bastard you've ever seen. I guess he like sews up their skin and shit, then fucking skinned it to his face. That way if you found him like in the middle of the night and shit, you wouldn't be frightened of him. And I'm real surprised you guys ain't heard about this.
This is a bad movie. An ugly looking thing with a paper-thin plot and atrocious acting. The characters are the worst kind of characters for horror, unremarkable at their best and utterly forgettable at their worst. Not only that, but they're so stupid at times you'll be praying for their deaths just so the film will end. Something that really shouldn't be the case with a movie that has a runtime of just 70 minutes. Their pacing is all over the place, and I can't imagine many will bother sitting through the entire thing. Playing out like a homage to the Texas Chainsaw Massacre and Hills of Eyes, all this does is expose its weaknesses even more. The total lack of originality is one thing, but the film doesn't even make up for all its problems with a decent amount of gore. Every kill is pretty much the same. Quiltface swings his machete, the camera cuts, and the next scene is the weapon embedded in the victim in some way. Not that the movie tries to take these seriously either, as one character gets a machete in the head and still manages to survive. It's a bad one. Avoid.